Good morning, or depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name is Ross, and as always told out of Voice Radio, so today we are showing you a card that we've been expecting for a little while now. It's Beast Energy. Ever since the Ultra Beasts were revealed, and it's written on the card that they're Ultra Beasts, and they've got different borders, and they look like different cards, and we've been waiting for a while to have some cards that really make them special. Now, we did previously have Beast Ball, a really weird item card that allowed you to search for Ultra Beasts from your prizes of all things, but we've been expecting, people have been speculating for quite some time that we are going to get a Beast Energy card, a special energy card which only works for Ultra Beasts. Well, good news, that's exactly what we're getting. It's called Beast Energy, and it is a special energy card. I would say just for Ultra Beasts. Technically anyone can use it, but it's just for Ultra Beasts. Now, this translation was provided by the lovely David Hockman, RappelmannTCG, who, knowing I'm ill, actually sent it to me personally, knowing I wasn't checking Facebook due to illness. What a lovely man. Now, if you attach it to a non-Ultra Beast, it's a colourless energy. That's not very exciting. That's nothing to get excited about. But if you attach it to an Ultra Beast, it's a rainbow energy. Kind of. It's better than a rainbow energy. It is any type of energy you like, and it allows you to do an extra 30 damage to the active only. And it doesn't give you a damage counter like rainbow energy does. When it's attached to an Ultra Beast, it counts as any kind of energy, and it does 30 more damage to the active Pokemon. Think of it like a rainbow energy and a choice band in one, except it's a better rainbow energy because you don't take the 10 damage, and it's a better choice band because it does 30 more to everything, not just to EXs and GXs. That's a pretty gosh darn good card. Now, before we get into the uses here, we do need to discuss the downsides. And the significant downside that a number of you have probably already noticed, it's a Prism Star card. For those of you that are newer to the game or not been paying that much attention or not seen my video on other Prism Star cards, this means that you can only have one version of this card in your deck. You can have as many Prism Star cards in your deck as you like, but you can only have one of each Prism Star in your deck. And when it gets discarded, it goes to the Lost Zone, not the discard pile. And if you're unfamiliar with a Lost Zone, think of it like a second discard pile, but it's called the Lost Zone because you can't get it back. Normally, a special energy hits the discard, that's alright. Let's grab ourselves a special charge and get it back. That won't work, ladies and gentlemen. Little bit of a pain. And this is actually a real pain because obviously everyone's using Professor Sycamore. It's basically the best supporter card we have. It's the fastest, most aggressive one we've got. Discard your hand, draw 7 cards. Thing is, if you discard that Beast Energy, you can never have it back for the rest of the game. It is gone forever. Now, all of the Prism Star Pokemon are basics. So if you draw into your only Solgaleo Prism Star and you draw into it a bit too early, you can just pop it on the bench rather than having to discard it or Lost Zone it for the entire game. That's not an option here. Now, I suppose, and we are really getting into awkward territory now, you could put it on your bench and then maybe use a multi-switch to move it to a Pokemon later on in the game. But firstly, that uses your energy attachment for the turn, and secondly, it's pretty clunky. And the other thing to remember is that if you're just stashing it down on the field, your opponent can discard it. And there are many ways to discard special energy at the moment. I mean, the Jirachi promo is not seeing any real play whatsoever, but we've still got Enhanced Hammer. We've still got Drampa, which remains seeing a little bit of play here and there. And although it's not seeing a huge amount of play, I'm still a gigantic fan of Kartana, whose ability is just an Enhanced Hammer. If that comes down, this is gone. And that is the huge downside of this energy card. Once it's gone, it's gone. One for the game, and it's amazing. But when it's gone, it's gone. But enough about the downside, let's get some positivity rolling. There is one obvious use for it here, and it's Buzzwole GX. Buzzwole GX does 30 to the active and 30 to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Well, you use this and they do 60 to the active, 30 to the bench. Now, to be fair, Strong Energy does 20 more, but I mean, this is just better. I mean, take something like an Alolan Vulpix, a very widely played basic Pokemon. With a strong energy, you're only doing 50. You'll need a Fighting Fury belt to get the KO here. With a Beast Energy, you just get the KO straight away. I know it's only 10 more damage than a strong energy, but believe me when I say this, ladies and gentlemen, that is a lot more damage than a strong energy. It means something like a Trubbish can be taken down using a Beast Energy and a Fighting Fury belt, whereas generally with a strong energy Fury belt you'd be doing 60 and not getting the KO. Yes, I know that Buzzwole's got strong energy. I'm not buying that as a reason why Beast Energy isn't good. If you're playing a Buzzwole deck, one Beast Energy just goes into this automatically. There's no ifs, buts or maybes, it's just going in there. The other Pokemon I really like this with is, actually the last video we did was the Naganadel video. Now, we did all agree that we don't actually know how to pronounce it. If you want to get into that debate, go look at the comment section of that video. I'll pop a link in the description. That's not for this video, that's for that video. We'll just say Naganadel and we'll be good. But the first attack here does 20 damage for one colourless energy for every Ultra Beast that you have in play. So if you've got 6 Ultra Beasts in play, you're doing 120. And one of the points I made in that video was, oh, but there's so many Pokemon that have 130 HP. I believe I used the examples of Volcanion and Greninja. They tend to be ones I tend to use here. Problem is, of course, that if you're hitting for only 120, you're going to be 10 damage short. Not only are you not getting a KO, but you're letting your opponent have another hit on your 2-prize GX Pokemon. That is not a good thing. What's great about this is you actually go up to 150, which for a single energy on a stage 1 Pokemon is really quite a ridiculous attack. But it would even KO a Registeel. Now, Registeel's seen a little bit of play because it's just a really good starter Pokemon in any metal deck. And it's got 130 HP and a minus 20 resistance to Psychic. With a full bench of Ultra Beasts and a Beast Energy, you're even getting a one-hit KO on Registeel. How cool is that? Although I suppose Registeel decks are also probably more likely to be playing the Metal-type Kartana. Now, one thing I should point out here is that very much like Choice Band, and I do get this question occasionally, so it's nice to confirm it, it only adds damage if an attack does damage. So, for instance, Lightning GX, Xurkitree GX's amazing GX attack, would not do 30 damage and put one of your opponent's cards from their hand down as an extra prize here. You only do an extra 30 damage if you're doing damage in the first place. And it really is at the moment just Buzzwole that's seeing a significant amount of play as an Ultra Beast. Now don't get me wrong, Kartana's seeing a little bit of play, but Kartana is seeing play for the ability and occasionally the GX attack. Now, it's still good, because even the ones that we're not seeing much play with, it alters the numbers. Let me give you a couple of examples. Let's start with Kartana GX. Generally, you do 70, you add a Choice Band, you do 100, times 2 with a weakness, you're not KOing Gardevoir GX. That is the main Fairy or Metal Weak Pokemon that you want to be KOing here. But if you add a Beast Energy, you're now doing 130, which doubles with weakness to 260, now you are getting a KO on Gardevoir, and it makes a big difference. It's a very expensive card that does not see a huge amount of play, but how about our old friend Guzzlord? Tyrannical Hold does 180. It's for 5 energy, but bear with me here, we're looking at the numbers, not the energy cost. Well, if you add a Beast Energy here, you go up to 210, all of a sudden you're getting KOs on Pokemon like Zoroark GX, Silvally GX, and Golisopod GX that are seeing a lot of play at the moment. Was that you're saying? Well, hang on a second, Ross, you could do the same thing with a Choice Band. Why, yes. Yes, you could. But if you put both on, you're hitting 240 and down goes Decidueye. Decidueye's seen a lot of play. Decidueye is getting hyped up a lot more lately. And of course, let's not forget that because it basically functions as a rainbow energy here, you do have the option of playing multiple different types of Ultra Beasts together and having a brilliant energy that will suffice for any of them. We know that in Ultra Prism, we are getting 5 new Ultra Beast GXs. Now, we know we're getting Dawnwings and Duskmane Necrozma. The other 3 have not been revealed. Now, I said in my Naganadel video that that would be coming in our Sun and Moon 6, but I've been thinking and I'm not sure that's actually true, because that would be one of the top candidates to be coming in Ultra Prism. Maybe we're getting that card earlier than we usually do, because Sun and Moon 5 Plus cards in Japan generally come out in Sun and Moon 6 over in US, Europe, etc. We've got a whole bunch of Ultra Beast cards. We're getting a whole bunch more, and they're probably going to keep coming in future sets. My point is, this is always, and I mean always, going to be a one-of in any deck that relies on Ultra Beasts. If I'm playing a Buzzwole deck, there is no way I'm not playing one of these. You could think about it as a 5th strong energy, but as I've said, it's better. And ladies and gentlemen, this is a game that is all about the numbers, and Beast Energy fixes some of the numbers. It's a 5 Wassy card. I wussed out giving Naganadel 5 Wassies earlier on today because I've literally got the flu and an actual fever, and I figured giving 5 Wassies in a fever dream might not be the cleverest plan. But no, not again. It's a 5 Wassy card. It's amazing. Because here's the thing, it is going to be played in every deck that can, i.e. any deck playing Ultra Beasts. It is going to see play. It's that gosh darned good. But as always, ladies and gentlemen, I need to know what you think about this, so let me know in the comment section. Is it going to be played as widely as I think? Is it actually a 5 Wassy card? Am I a bit too riddled with fever? Go nuts! Be nice. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at the Wassy, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCGRadio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and so on, you can do so by going to patreon.com/PTCGRadio. But by far the most important thing, as always, is to look after yourselves until next time. Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.